She was slowly tortured to death in front of relatives, hospital staff, social services and police. I've never cried so much researching a case as I did with this one, so please do be warned before you watch. It was November 1991 in West Africa when Victoria Kalimbe was born. This little girl was a born entertainer from day one, just such a lovely spirit, such a happy, sweet little child. But sadly, her local area was poverty-stricken and in the middle of a civil war, so her family felt like it would be better if she stayed with a relative in a different country. They had a plan for her to move to France with her great aunt. So at the age of 7, Victoria was moved over to a place that was supposed to be safer for her. In fact, the move would kill her. Marie Theresa, the great aunt, actually had an ulterior motive. She had no interest in looking after this little girl at all. She very much did so for financial gain. If she was looking after a child, she would be able to claim child benefits and also get better housing. This actually wasn't the first time that she had tried to get her hands on a child so that she could get more money, basically. She'd previously tried to sell a dream to another family and take a little girl called Anna from her parents. Now, this had been such an elaborate scheme that she'd even created a fake passport for this little girl, Anna. Thankfully for Anna, her parents decided against this. So this great aunt was just kind of left with this Anna passport and she decided to use it for Victoria. So the great aunt got her wish and started using Victoria for her own benefit. However, she did start getting in trouble with the law for not sending Victoria to school, because bear in mind, she really didn't care about this little girl. She decided instead of just sending the child to school, she would move to London to try and evade authorities. So in 1999, they started this new life in Ealing. Bear in mind, Victoria doesn't speak English at this point. Social workers visited the child's home on 14 different occasions to sort out the housing situation and kind of get them settled in the new country. And they did notice how disheveled she looked. But they literally did nothing about it. It wasn't until a relative of the great aunt called Esther rang social services herself that somebody else was kind of involved here. She said she was really concerned about Victoria. She had like scratches on her, she had marks, bruises, and she was really concerned, but social services did nothing. Esther was really worried about Victoria, about marks on her and things, but the great aunt always had an excuse. You know, she'd fallen over, she'd fell off an escalator. And Esther even went to social services yet again, saying she was losing a lot of weight, but still they did nothing. Then the great aunt met a man called Carl, a local bus driver, and started dating him, and she also got a job at this point as well, so she started leaving Victoria with a childminder.